What if South Africa's greatest danger is not crime, not corruption, not unemployment, but ideology? Day after day, our destiny is reduced to slogans. The black child, the victim, the tribe, the borderless. I am an African. By I am African, they reduce themselves to their black bodies that they were born with. So we need borderless Africa, because when you look at the whole Africa, you see an ocean of people, black bodies. People who were born with black bodies. Borderless Africa is based on that superficial, childish ideology. These phrases sound powerful, but they are poison narrowing South Africa's soul into race politics and grievance identity. Every generation of South Africans has been asked the same question: who are we? The answers have changed. At times, identity was defined by tribe. At other moments, by skin color, for some, by language, for others, by faith. But always the temptation has been to make the whole nation small, to shrink it into a single definition, as if millions of stories could be squeezed into one line. This book begins from a refusal of that narrowing. South Africa is not one story. It is many stories, woven into a larger whole. This is the land of the San and Khoikhoi, whose memory still whispers in caves and veldt. It is the land of the Nguni, who carried cattle, iron, and kingdoms into its valleys. It is the land of Afrikaners, born from Dutch, French, and German ancestors who planted new roots here. It is the land of colored communities, who embody Africa's crossings in their very being. It is the land of Indians and Malays, whose spices and prayers traveled across the seas. It is the land of English speakers, who brought their own literature, law, and ambition. To be South African is not to choose one of these. It is to live in the tension and possibility of them all. And yet, this richness is being replaced with cheap slogans. We are told others don't belong here, or to see ourselves forever as victims. These words are poison. They erase rather than integrate. They flatten rather than expand. The danger is subtle but real. When nations lose their complexity, they lose their strength. When identity is reduced to grievance or skin, creativity dies. When destiny is outsourced to ideology, collapse follows. Imagine South Africa not as a battlefield of races, but as a garden of many roots. South Africa has always been many things at once, ancient and modern, fractured and fused, wounded and wondrous. From the first Khoisan to the Nguni and Zulu, from the Afrikaner born of Europe's exiles to the colored child of crossings, from Indian merchants to English settlers. This land has never belonged to one root alone. South Africa began as a land of many. South Africa's task, then, is not only to govern itself well or to prosper economically. Its task is to become a living philosophy, nation that shows the world what it means to be human in wholeness.